Welcome back to episode 5 of the Hardcore series, where we use no totems, no automatic farms, and everything has to be aesthetically pleasing. Now on episode 4 we finished decking out this absolutely epic trading hall, and we've got pretty much every possible enchant that we could need. The next thing we have to do is get the emeralds, and to do that I'm going to start off by creating some farms. We can sell wheat, beetroot, potatoes, and hopefully some carrots as well. I'm going to shuffle these around just so we can get all of them. So I quickly harvested all of the farms above ground, and this is what we got. So let's quickly make sure all the trades are locked in. So we got wheat and beetroot. This one's locked in. We got potato and wheat. Let's also lock this one in. We just need to trade once. We need to swap this. We don't need any of these. So we'll refresh this trade if he wants to take anything. Some of them just keep glitching. They stop taking jobs. So we'll have to wait to see what this guy does. And this one is one we've already got as well. We'll swap that one. And neither of them want to take jobs. So we'll have to wait and come back and see what they give us. Let's unlock level 2 so we can hopefully trade some pumpkin or melons. Yes, pumpkins. That gives us tons of emeralds. 6 becomes 1, which is beautiful. You know, we'll get a couple more just so we can get level 2 on this one as well. And hopefully unlock melons. That would be perfect. No, pumpkins again. That's okay. It's the exact same thing, just backwards. Now we just need to wait for these guys to take a job, and then we can hopefully sell carrots and melons. Now something I recently figured out, instead of selling 24 paper for 1 emerald, you can make them into books using 1 leather, and then sell 3 books for 1 emerald. So instead of 23 paper, it technically costs 9 paper, but of course 1 leather. So if you have a bunch of leather and also sugarcane, you can combine them together to just get more, which is obviously going to be better. This guy's taken the job for some reason, and he's got carrots. That's perfect. So maybe we should just swap them around. So we'll let this guy out. He can go do whatever he wants. So we'll sell these carrots to lock in the trade. Boom. And then we got to get him in there somehow. All right, come here, buddy. And it's as easy as that. So now we have potato, wheat, pumpkin, beetroot, and carrots. It's pretty much everything we need. So all we need to do now is level these guys up and hopefully be able to get more. But first of all, I'm going to turn all of this sugarcane and leather into books. 52. Now we can sell these and we'll get a bunch of emeralds. Now we have 27. So what do we need? What's the next thing? We need to get another mending book for our boots. So we'll grab that mending book, we'll grab our boots and throw that bad boy on there. Now we can finally heal them up. And that's everything. Every single thing except our bow. So the next thing to do is remove this nether portal. I don't want this nether portal here anymore, so it has to go. This is going to become something else. This is going to be a pathway to the outside. So we'll just dig this until we reach the outside. I definitely would have preferred to get silk touch on my shovel because we can't even collect gravel. Looks like we've reached the outside. So we now have a second entrance into our base, and this is going to be something really cool. I'm excited to build out here. But this land is very hilly. We need to be able to flatten this out a little bit more so we can get some farms built. So the idea is for this to have a massive cave with a lake that stretches out into a river that heads down the mountain. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work, but we need to make the land much easier to traverse. So we'll clear up all these trees, then I guess we'll just start excavating. I need some shulker boxes. My inventory is filling up way too fast. So we'll grab these shulker shells that we got from the end, grab some chests. Gonna need to make 1 more. So we have 3 chests, and now we have 3 shulker boxes. Plus I know there's another one in here somewhere. There it is. Now we have 4 shulker boxes. So we can go ahead and place these all out here so we don't have to keep running in and out of the base every time we get a full inventory. We have a full shulker of dirt and a full shulker of cobblestone. These two are pretty much all good, so I'm going to quickly go and empty these ones. So we've got a full double chest of cobblestone. Well, we did before I took some in here, but we've got to turn a lot of this into stone, so I might as well just start now. I haven't got much coal because we spent it all on the villagers, but from doing that little mining there, we got quite a bit. So we've got enough to do 6 stacks of stone, which is definitely nowhere near enough, but it allows us to store a lot more cobblestone, at least for the time being. We almost have a full double chest of dirt as well, so we are going to need to do something with our storage because this is not going to be enough for long. Now I want to quickly test something. These phantoms are going to be an absolute nightmare. If I just lay down in the bed and then get out quickly, is that going to stop them from spawning even though we don't skip the night? Hey buddy, get out of my bed. So I didn't skip the night. I just laid down. See, it's still nighttime. Are the phantoms gonna go away? I think they might. The phantoms are so annoying. There's nothing worse. So far, so good. We just got 11 gunpowder from 3 creepers. That is beautiful. Another one. Ah, okay. Oh, I guess he's helping out with the landscaping. Not being able to sleep at night is I'm not gonna lie, it makes this a little bit more difficult. I guess annoying. But we're only on day 48, and I guess we've done pretty good for ourselves so far. Now, with this part, I do want to extend this out a little bit more. I don't want to dig any deeper because this is becoming pretty high. So I'm going to use dirt to extend this out a little bit more, just to give us a little bit more space, and then we can start working on the river coming out and kind of heading down the mountain a little bit. So let's do that. Alright, I think we're going to be good now. That's done from what I understand. Yeah, that's looking good. That's a good little bit of land right there. We do still need to extend it over here a little bit, but I was running out of dirt. So let's go in and quickly grab some more. These fireworks make it so much easier to get around. I need to make sure I get more gunpowder. Oh, there are so many mobs out here. Oh my days. Dude, there are so many mobs everywhere. This is crazy. I need to light this area up. Alright, I'll quickly finish this up, and then this kind of section here will be done. And we can start planning the river. Alright, and now that's that area done as well. So this whole section here is good to be grassed, and then we can start working on this little area here. Now, this is going to be a cave that opens up to a river that runs right through the middle. So we got to figure out how on earth we're going to do that. But for now, let's go ahead and get everything else ready. We need to collect a little bit of coal. So I'll just collect this bit here, and I'll collect this coal over here as well. And that little bit over there. We need as much as we can because we need to smelt all the stone. Oh, this looks like a good one. Oh yeah. We'll grab this iron as well. Might as well. Now we'll grab all these shulker boxes and we'll head into the base to drop everything off. Okay, we don't have anywhere near enough space to store all this cobblestone, so I'll turn this empty chest in the top corner into cobblestone as well. Now we've got a bunch of coal, got a huge amount of gunpowder, which we're going to quickly turn into fireworks. Of course, level 3 fireworks. Now we have a stack and a half. We're getting good. I'm trying not to spend them. I think we've only used 2 so far, maybe 3. So we've got a bunch, which is good. I'm going to actually store them here. Now I'm going to grab the coal, and I'm going to grab some of the cobblestone, and we're going to see how much more we can turn into actual stone. So 8 coal makes a stack. So far we've got almost 7 stacks, which is not bad at all. And we've now got all of these furnaces going full blast, which is perfect. Now I'm going to quickly add the gates here again, just because the villagers keep wandering off. So I'll quickly throw these in here just to keep them in here contained and safe. But now it's time to figure out where the river's going to be. So I want 5 or 6 blocks, then a path, then a couple blocks, and then the river. So let's kind of mark out here. The road should go here. So let's quickly dig out an area. So this will be the road. And then this here will be the river, right through the middle. I want about 3 or 4, maybe 5 blocks in between the path and the river. So this looks about right. Let's quickly place down a shulker and chuck in the dirt. We don't need it right now. Now I'm going to replace the stone on the side with dirt. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's looking bloody beautiful, mate. Absolutely stunning. But right in the middle, it's going to curve right in here. So I'm going to make a straight line here and then have it kind of edge out a little bit. Just like that. It's going to open up. I might make this a little bit wider. I might make it 5 blocks. Okay, let's quickly add in some dirt. Just like that. I think that's looking pretty good. Now we need to figure out what to do for the mountain. I'm pretty sure I know exactly how I want to do this. I have an idea in my head. I just need to go up and do it. But in order to do this properly, we're going to need to get some scaffolding. Now, unfortunately, I don't have much bamboo. I do have quite a bit of string, but we're going to need to go get some more bamboo to be able to do this properly. And there is a bunch of new villagers out here. These guys are breeding like crazy. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do with them all? It's looking like all of the stone is pretty much finishing up too, which is pretty nice. That's good for us, but not important right now. So let's go ahead and grab some more bamboo and then craft up some bloody scaffolding so we can easily see and canvas the area. It'll make it a lot easier to build the mountain too. Thankfully, there is a lot of bamboo nearby. Instead of walking all the way over there, I'm gonna fly because that's a big journey. It doesn't look like far, but it's couple hundred blocks between that side and this side. But look at all of this bamboo. This is insane. Oh, there's a lot of monsters too. We got to be careful. So waste no time. Chuck on that chest plate again because I don't want to die. Then absolutely annihilate these guys. Of course, trying to make sure the creepers don't explode because we need the gunpowder. We got 7 gunpowder just from those 2 creepers. That's beautiful. Now, thankfully, bamboo is super simple to collect. In fact, we got way over a stack in just a couple seconds. So this is not going to be an issue at all. And in a matter of literal seconds, we have more than enough bamboo. And a creeper just exploded behind us. Thankfully, we have blast protection 3 on the boots, blast protection 4 on the leggings, and protection 4 on the helmet. So we're not going to die again from a one-shot creeper from behind like we did last time. I learned from my mistakes. That was the worst thing that's ever happened to me in Minecraft. I'm not going to lie. Now we'll craft up all of that scaffolding and we have more than enough. We have so much scaffolding it's not even funny. So I'm going to use the scaffolding to get to the top of this little hill here. And I'm going to build up about 9 blocks. I think 9 will be right. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is go out a couple blocks. And then literally just outline the shape of the mountain a couple blocks out from up here using dirt. You'll see exactly why very soon. In fact, let editor Jozza show you exactly what we're doing here. Alright, so I've got that done. I've got the next level kind of marked out where it's going to be going and some of the stone down. Now this front bit here, this is going to be the entrance into the cave that becomes a river that connects to the underground base. And guys, when I said everything has to be aesthetically pleasing, I wasn't lying. All of this work is literally just for a wheat farm, but everything has to make sense and it has to look good, which is why it's obviously taken a lot more time just to make a single wheat farm. But I promise it's going to be worth it. So what I'm doing now is just kind of shaping out how I want the entrance into that little cave to be. In order to see exactly how this is going to look, I need to peel this front bit back a couple blocks just so we have some extra space to work with. So this is what the entrance looks like now. I'm not super happy with the right hand side. The left hand side looks fine for me, but I don't like how this comes in so far. So something a little bit more like that looks a bit better. For now it doesn't really make much sense, but once we get all the walls in, it's gonna look a lot better. So I guess we'll just work up to this part here, and on this side we'll work up to this part here, just where I've done the stone. Now what we have to do is remove the dirt and replace it with stone, so let's do that right now. Alright, that's the stone walls filled in a little bit, but I'm still not super happy with the right hand side. I think it needs to be a bit wider again. But for now, that is a good start. So the river will come through and expand into a massive lake in this huge underground cavern that we're going to create. So all of this area here will become water. And because we are still very low on stone until we get a automatic smelter, I'm going to do something a little bit cheeky. Instead of using full blocks of stone for the path, I'm going to use just stone slabs. Now for now, I'm just going to fill it all in with the stone, but we're going to texture this later on. Thankfully, because it is stone slabs, we can just break it and it's going to just drop a stone slab even without silk touch, which is good, and it means we can very easily just texture this later on. But just filling it in with stone is going to make the place look a little bit more complete and not just look like there's holes everywhere. Now I'll quickly replace the rest of this stone with dirt so we can get the farm started. And of course I'll fly down to get some water because our buckets are currently empty. This elytra is the best thing that's ever happened. It's so easy to just move around and get things. Would have taken us like a couple minutes to get that water before, but now with the elytra it's easier than ever. Now what we'll do is just randomly break a couple of these blocks and fill it up with spruce slabs. We'll create a little infinite water source just in this area here. It's going to become a river anyway, so we might as well. And we'll just go fill all those spruce slabs in with water. Now all that's left to do is plow the land and fill it in with the seeds. We're going to go with wheat first because not only does it look awesome, but we have so many seeds so we can easily fill all of the farms in straight away. Now that's this entire strip here done, filled fully in with wheat, which is looking very nice, but it's going to look better once it's fully grown. Next we have to go ahead and add some extra depth to this riverbed here because we don't want it just one block deep. That's going to look funny. Then we need to go ahead and find some sand somewhere. Right there, I guess. We'll go get that sand. We'll fill it in so it's not stone on the bottom, and then add some bone meal, and then add some water, and then bone meal underneath to grow a little bit of seagrass. And then we can start planting this row here and also this row here. Now there won't be a path on this side, this is going to be only farm, but there will be a path coming out of here and then a bridge heading over to this path here. But we can't really do that until we get this area here finished. Now, once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and extend this stone all the way to the end on both sides where the dirt finishes, and then start adding in all of our details to make this look a lot nicer. So let's go ahead and get that started. So of course, starting with step number 1, we got to add a little bit more depth to this entire river system here, because pretty flat and boring. So let's just go ahead and add an extra level. Alright, absolutely beautiful. Now, step 2, getting all that sand over there. So, let's go ahead and empty what we can. Gonna take this shulker box and we're gonna get an absolute huge amount of sand just while we're over there, so we don't have to come back, because I know we're gonna need it again. Now, I don't think I should take from this sand deposit over here because it's so close to the base, you can see it. So, if we go kind of down here a little bit more, it's probably gonna be better. Alright, this spot is pretty far away. You can see way over in the distance there. Well, you can't really see, which is a good thing, but we're gonna go ahead and just annihilate this entire beach here. I'll try and keep it natural-ish looking, but we're going to take as much sand as we can. Alright, so I have a full shulker of sand and a full inventory of sand, so that's as much as we could possibly get, so it's time to get out of here. Now, it took a full day and half of a night, but you can see I kind of kept it looking okay, but it is very bare. There's a lot of sandstone exposed, but that's all I could do. At least from a distance, it's going to look fine. So let's head back to the base, chuck a bunch of sand into the chest, and then use the rest to fix the bottom of that river. This elytra makes it so easy to get around, it's insane. Now, we only had one piece of sand, now we've got a whole double chest full. Look at that, it is beautiful. So now let's take a couple stacks. Now I'm going to replace all of the stone underneath where the water should be with sand. So I will see you guys in a second. Just like that, it is all covered in sand. The entire river and lake system is all fully complete now. We just need to add the water, which is kind of the hard part. So I'm going to grab the 2 water buckets and just start filling it in. Now, it's not really that hard, it's just very tedious. So in order to do this, we have to fill the entire side of one of the bottom level and then create an infinite water source, just like this. If there's any flowing water, it won't work. So we just have to basically keep walking around the sides and adding water around the entire edge, so it all flows together to create a huge infinite water source. And then once the bottom one is all filled in, you start on the top. And because it's a full block of water underneath, it will also create an infinite water source on top. If it wasn't a full block of water, you wouldn't be able to create this infinite water source on top, so it would make it look really funny. So this is how it has to be done, and it's going to take a while, but I'm going to quickly fill it in and it's going to look a little something like that. This is all now filled in. It's looking a lot nicer. All that is left to do is really add in some seagrass and find some coral so we can add that in as well for a little bit of color, and of course some hanging lily pads. Now, of course, this entire thing is so we can get some emeralds from this wheat, so we need to add another farm. So this area in between the water and the road here now has to be filled in with crops. So that is step 3. Having the river right next to this is a lot easier because we don't have to walk far to get the water, but of course some of the spots are more than 5 blocks and we need to add a little bit of light in the middle anyway, so having these little bits in here is okay. So let's go ahead and plow all of the land and then plant all of the seeds. Alright, now we are finished with the farm here, at least on that side of the river. It's all filled in and growing. Now we have to work on this massive mountainside here. But in order to do that, we need a lot more stone. So I need to go and figure out how to do that. So all these shulker boxes are full. I'm going to take them back to the base and empty them all into our pathetic chest system right now, which we're going to work on very soon. Don't worry about that. So obviously this is all the stone we have, which is nowhere near enough. So I need to go and get some more. Except we don't have any coal, 35, which is nowhere near enough. So we need to go and find some more. So I'm going to go up to our special mountain and just mine as much as I can. I mean, just look at how many ores are here, and we have already absolutely annihilated this mountain. There's still just so much more to get. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to get maybe as a full inventory of coal. I'll grab some iron as well because we need it for lanterns. But I'm going to grab as much as I can fit in my inventory. I won't fill any shulker boxes because we don't need that much, but yeah, let's do it. Alright, so we ended up getting a full shulker box of coal, iron, and a couple emeralds as well because I found quite a few of them. But I'm happy with that for now, and we're out of food anyway, so we've got to go back to the base. This mountain is slowly becoming more bare, but you can still see there's still quite a lot of ores absolutely everywhere. But we'll come back for these again later. I'm telling you, this elytra is such a godsend. It is so easy to get around. Now, while we're up here, I might as well just harvest all of these crops as well, just like that. Now, of course, don't forget the potatoes, just like that. How could we ever forget the sugarcane? And finally, the melons and pumpkins. And just like that, we have a super successful resource gathering little session there. Now, just to keep you guys up to date, we're on day 56. We're just over halfway to day 100, so we're doing quite well, I think. Now, I'm going to quickly sell all of this stuff. Oh my goodness, what is going on out here? Why are they all librarians? What on earth is going on here? I'll sell my wheat to this guy, as well as the pumpkins, but unfortunately, that's all we can do right now. So I'll put the sugarcane in here for later. Wait, hold on, can we sell potatoes? Oh, we can. Look at that, we'll get a couple more emeralds as well. We have a grand total of 49 emeralds, which is very nice. We also have 2 stacks of raw blocks of iron, which is a lot of iron. That would be 2 stacks of normal blocks of iron, plus we have a 30 of fully smelted iron as well. So we've got plenty of iron. Now, the good thing is we've got all this coal, so we can go ahead and fill all of these furnaces. I did put some potatoes on because we're hungry and we're completely out of food. Now that all the furnaces are filled, I'm going to grab some cobblestone and start smelting in every single one of these furnaces. Now that we have the coal, smelting all of the stone, I'm going to go ahead and grab all the stone we have currently and head back out to go ahead and finish up that wall. I want to create a good scaffolding platform this time because last time it wasn't too good. I think maybe we could actually do the top part from the top of that mountain there. That might be easier. It's a little bit far out. What I'm going to do is go out by 3 and I'll do the same a couple times. Okay, that should be good. I should be able to work with that. Now I can already just remove all this scaffolding. I'll make sure to go down and collect it all, and then start working on this side. So I'll see you guys when I've got this entire section here done. Okay, and that is that entire side done there, and it is looking bloody beautiful. Now, of course, it's not looking as good as it will because I haven't yet added in all the stairs, slabs, and different textures like andesite and some cobblestone around the bottom. So it will look a lot better once it's fully done, but for now it's looking pretty bloody good. I'm relatively happy with the shape. Some of the spots look a little bit weird, but we can smoothen that out with the stone. I just noticed this bit here that looks a bit strange. Once we get the stairs and the slabs in, it will look a lot better. And of course the andesite for texture, plus some extra little details that I add in along the top. But we've done that side, now we have to do this side. So once again, I'll see you guys when it's done. And just like that, both sides are looking bloody beautiful. I'm actually very happy with this side. This side has turned out a lot better than that side. I'm not sure what's wrong with this side. I'm sure the slabs and stairs will fix it up, but this side just looks a lot nicer for me. Anyway, the next thing to do is grab some cobblestone and just place it along the bottom of the walls, just randomly. Unfortunately, the sun rises on the wrong side of this. If only it rose over there, that would be a lot nicer. It still looks okay though. Anyway, we create a bunch of cobblestone walls and cobblestone stairs, and then we place them in amongst the cobblestone at the bottom. And that gives us this little look here. Now, we're not done. I do need to add some extra blocks to the bottom here. Some tuff will make it look a little bit nicer as well. But I also need to fill this stone in here with dirt because it looks weird being all stone. And that gives us that, which is looking a little bit better instead of having stone at the bottom. Now I need to go see if I have any tuff. No. So I need to go and grab some. But before we do that, we need to head to our end farm so we can heal up our elytra, our shovel, and our axe because they are all very, very low. So I'll quickly head down there. There might actually be tuff at the entrance. So if we can grab some before we go into the end, that would be perfect. Before we go into the end, I'm going to go out here and see if there's any tuff anywhere. And that's tough, right? Yeah, that's tough. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's perfect. And it instant breaks for us, which is even better. I knew that there was some down here somewhere, so pretty lucky. I'll just grab all of this. No way. That's awesome. 3 diamonds. I won't say no. How could I? Oh, we instant break. More diamonds. What the hell? Get out of here, my boys. Yeah, we're ready for you this time. We're strong. Y'all can't do nothing. Oh, there's more. Hang on a minute. Oh, there's so many of them. Anyway, let's grab these diamonds. Is there more? Yep. Always dig around diamonds because usually you'll find more, especially if it's only 2. We got 14 diamonds. We didn't even come down here for diamonds. So that's amazing. I'm going to grab some of these stone bricks as well because no way. What the hell? Bro, 17 diamonds and I'm not even looking for diamonds right now. I'm literally just coming to get the tough. Maybe the gameplay... Oh, hello. Maybe the play is to find tough and just destroy the tough so you can find those diamonds. That's crazy. There was 3 veins. It's so close together. I'll also grab a little bit of cobbled deep slate because that might also look good in the mountain. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll give it a go. I might grab some just in case. Alright, that looks good to me. Now, I've got a completely full inventory. I've got a bunch of tuff, 2 stacks of cobbled deep slate, and a couple stone bricks, cracked stone bricks and mossy. That should be good. We can come back to get more of this stuff. I like these bricks. I don't actually know how to craft them, so I don't know if they're difficult to craft, so I'll come back and get some because it's easier. And yeah, let's just go and heal all of our stuff. Okay, and we got level 50 and everything absolutely maxed health, so we're good to go. Now I got level 50 just because it's good to have those extra levels and I'm there anyway, so I might as well go get them just in case we start enchanting things again. But let's head back straight into our base. How is our cobblestone going? Almost there. I did have a little bit of tough, I had 7, okay. Oh, let's put our diamonds away as well. 21 diamonds, that's beautiful. So basically just adding a little bit of tuff to the bottom, just breaking a couple of the stone. It's a very minor texture, but it really adds a lot. Now of course we can't forget to do the same thing over here as well, just like that. Now I'll see about adding in some cobbled deep slate. It might be too dark. Maybe on some of the cobblestone at the bottom where it's very tall, just very lightly. I think it's okay. Now we need some iron for lanterns. Now let's just hopefully remember how to craft these. Yes, nice and easy. Alright, so we've got stone brick walls, spruce fences, spruce slabs, and lanterns. So the lanterns will be placed on some of these cobblestone walls at the bottom, just to add a little bit of light. And then also along the tops here, using stone brick walls, a spruce fence, and then a lantern. Alright, so we've got light at the bottom, we've got light at the top. Now we have to add light into these wheat farms just by adding a single lantern on top of each of the spruce slabs. That's going to make this wheat farm look absolutely beautiful, lightening it up during the night. Now we need to get some andesite to add a little bit extra texture, so I think the best way to do this would just be to dig in a straight line. I think it might be better just to fly around the mountain and see if I can find any andesite on the outside. It's a bunch of granite and gravel. Ah, here we go. Beautiful. Let's grab all of this andesite. We've got about 6 or 7 stacks. That should be enough. Wow, you can see the base now from over here. It's looking kind of good. Obviously, it's a bit out of place because it's not fitting into the mountain right now. But once we build a couple more of these, it's going to look absolutely sick. So I think you know what has to happen. I have to replace some of the stone with andesite. So let's go and do that now. Alright, we are on day 60 and we have finally finished this wall. There's only one more thing left to do, which is finish the farm, which is the entire point of this entire episode. I mean, we have to make things aesthetically pleasing, and I mean, this is the start of an awesome base, which is going to look absolutely hectic. Now, the idea here is I want to be able to fly from anywhere in the map and just be able to fly right into the base. So that's why we've got a huge entrance here, which will lead into a nice little area where we can land and just walk right into our base, and then of course leave very easily. But we also have this huge farm right outside, which will allow us to get plenty of emeralds, which are going to be very important soon because we're going to need a lot of them. And since we're not using any auto farms, we have to do it manually, which is not really too much of an issue because if we have a farm like this, it's going to be very easy to do. Anyway, what we have to do now is just finish off this area here and fill it all in with wheat. So we're going to go ahead and add in all the spruce, add in the water, plow the land, plant the crops, add the lanterns, and then we are done with this section. So let me quickly do that now. And our hoe died, so we're going to need to make another one. I didn't realize how quickly it was breaking. But that's okay because we found a bunch of diamonds by accident. So let's go ahead and use them. I'm actually going to need to add in these slabs because I keep accidentally trampling on the crops, which is kind of annoying. But now with these slabs, we can just walk straight up. I don't know if it's going to look okay, but it'll definitely be much more functional. Luckily, the spruce slabs blend in very nicely. Shouldn't be too much of a difference. But now we are absolutely done with this section here. And you can see it looks absolutely awesome. A little bit out of place, but not for long. It'll look much better once everything else around it is done, because it's kind of just a super custom kind of mountain just built in the side of a hill. So it kind of looks a bit weird at the minute, but I'm telling you, once we do some more and get it expanded down and different levels as well, I think it's going to start looking really awesome. I'm very happy with how this is looking, and now we've got pretty much unlimited emeralds. We just, I guess, oh, that was dangerous. We just lost half our health then. I need to be careful. That could have been very bad. Now we've got pretty much unlimited emeralds. We just need to wait for this farm to grow. It is a lot bigger than the farms that we had up here. As you can see, massive difference. And we're just going to continue making it bigger and bigger. So that is it for episode 5. I hope you guys are happy with what we were able to get done. This took probably 5 or 6 hours worth of just gaming just to be able to get the episode recorded. So it was a lot of work, and I hope it was worth it. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. So thank you for watching. If you're here till the end, you're an absolute legend. Watch it again if you want. I'll see you guys again for episode 6.